Don't throw away a dull saw. Use this trick to sharpen it again. Have you ever had a saw that's no longer sharp and drags when cutting wood? Many people immediately think of buying a new one, but there's a simple trick you can try at home. In this video, I'll show using only simple materials you probably already have at home. This is a very dull saw, so use this trick. Don't use a triangular file. Have you ever had a saw that was so dull that it felt heavy when cutting wood? Many people usually immediately think of sharpening it with a triangular file or even buying a new saw because they think the old one is no longer usable. Before we practice with the saw, let's create an example on paper so you can understand it more clearly. By creating an example on paper, you can clearly see the direction of the saw teeth and their angles. From this picture, you will see how each tooth is positioned, how the saw blade is angled, and why the saw can cut wood quickly if the blade angle is correct. So pay close attention to the examples on this paper before we move on to direct practice on the saw so that the results are neater, safer, and of course easier to understand. Okay, after cutting the paper, let's see the result like this. From this paper cut, you can see the shape and direction of the cut more clearly. Now, from here, we can understand how the blade position or direction of the saw blade works when cutting. So later, when you practice on a real saw, you can position the blades like this, following the direction we demonstrated earlier on the paper. The purpose of this example is to make it easier for you to understand the direction of the teeth. If the saw blade is positioned correctly, the saw will feel lighter to use and the wood will cut more neatly. Conversely, if the position or orientation is incorrect, the saw can feel sluggish and difficult to use. So, pay close attention to this paper cut example, and then we'll apply it directly to a saw with the same blade position as we learned earlier. Next, let's practice directly on a saw blade. Now that we've understood the paper example, it's time to apply the method to a real saw. Pay close attention to the position of each saw blade and the direction of its blades, as we learned from the previous example. Now, let's turn the saw blade using a tablespoon. The method is quite simple. Use the tip of the spoon to gently press and slightly bend each saw tooth. Do this one by one, carefully ensuring the direction of the turn is neat and not excessive. The purpose of turning the saw blade is so that each tooth has an alternating direction to the left and right, so that when used to cut wood, the saw does not get stuck and the cut is smoother. If the blade position is correct, the saw will feel lighter when pushed and pulled. So do this step slowly using a tablespoon as a simple tool, while ensuring that each saw blade has the same direction as the example we studied previously. Make sure you do it correctly and carefully. Pay attention to each saw blade individually as you turn it using a tablespoon. Dose! As applying too much pressure or using uneven turning directions can cause the saw teeth to become uneven and uncomfortable to use. Try to turn each saw blade alternately left and right, achieving approximately the same size. The next step is to clean the rust off the saw using used motorcycle oil. The method is quite simple. Simply apply a small amount of used oil to the surface of the saw blade, especially on any rusty or dirty-looking areas. This used oil will help loosen the rust and remove any dirt stuck to the saw blade. Afterward, you can gently rub it with a cloth, brush, or fine sandpaper until the rust begins to diminish and the saw surface looks cleaner. Besides helping remove rust, oil also provides a little lubrication to the metal surface. preventing the saw from rusting again and making it feel lighter when used for cutting wood. Do this process carefully until all parts of the saw blade are clean from rust and dirt, so that the saw that previously looked dull can be cleaner again and ready to be used for carpentry work. Once aligned, double-check the entire saw blade to ensure each tooth is aligned evenly and neatly. Look from end to see if the teeth are aligned evenly, alternating left and right. If any teeth are too prominent or uneven, you can gently adjust them to ensure they're more balanced. Next, we clean the saw blade using a used cloth. After, the previous process is complete and the saw surface has been leveled and cleaned of rust. We wipe the entire saw blade with a used cloth to completely remove any remaining oil, dirt, and rust that has been removed. Next, we'll test the sharpness of the saw blade on very hard wood. The goal is to see if the saw we just repaired is truly sharper and ready to be used again. Try making a slow cut through the hardwood, paying attention to how the saw moves as it cuts. If the saw feels lighter, doesn't drag, and the cut begins to enter the wood easily, the process has been successful. Also, note whether the cut appears neater and more stable. And the results are truly successful, even when used on very hard wood. Saws that previously felt dull and difficult to use now cut more easily and with less effort. Thank you very much for watching this video until the end. Hopefully it is useful and can be a simple solution for all of you.